Hello ladies and gentlemen, and happy Wednesday. I am meteorologist named Kenny. Welcome back to a brand new video here on Liam's Weather, where we continue to talk about the very active tropical outlook, our severe weather outlook as we head into tomorrow, and a brand new event that is coming up this Friday on my channel. Let's get right into this video, open up these curtains, and first talk about our tropical outlook, because as you might have guessed, we're still seeing a lot of action. We currently have 3 areas of possible development. Our main concern right now is Invest 99L, which currently has about a 50-50 shot of developing into anything. And let me just tell you, this system could be a major impactor for portions of the Yucatan Peninsula and the northern Gulf Coast. I'll tell you why coming up in just a couple of minutes. And then our other 2 systems are Invest 97L and 98L. They both of them only have about a 20% chance of developing into anything really. So I'm not really concerned about these 2. However, I am very concerned with Invest 99L, and I'll tell you why in just a couple of minutes. Here's the latest satellite imagery on Invest 99L. Once again, it has about a 50-50 shot of developing into anything. You can kind of see how it's trying to form some type of center right in there. It's definitely rotating in that counterclockwise formation, but it really just doesn't have that, that look that you would typically see within a system. It's trying to form there, but at this point, it just doesn't really have it. Now, if I taught you well enough, you should know the 3 things that tropical systems need to form. If you guessed atmospheric moisture, very warm sea surface temperatures, and no wind shear, you are perfectly correct. Here's a look at the sea surface temperatures. The center is somewhere right in this general area, where the sea surface temperatures right now are in the low to mid 80s. As you advance westward towards the Yucatan Peninsula, we're still in that same general range. But then look at this. As soon as we get into the central and northern Gulf, now we're looking at sea surface temperatures in the mid to high 80s, which is very, very warm and is perfect for making tropical systems. Look how much moisture is in the atmosphere right now. Once again, this is where the center is in the southeastern Caribbean right now, where there is so much moisture. The atmosphere is so moist right now, it is insane. It will head into an area that is not as moist as this general area, but is still pretty relatively moist. But then as soon as we can get into the northern Gulf, now we're getting back into some of that deeper moisture that can definitely help strengthen a tropical storm or potentially a hurricane. And as far as the wind shear goes, here's the Yucatan Peninsula right there. There's the Gulf, and then there's the Gulf Coast right there. Our center is somewhere right in this general area. So yes, it will be heading into a little bit of wind shear in the central Caribbean. But then, however, as soon as it gets closer to the Yucatan Peninsula and then eventually into the Gulf of Mexico, there's really not going to be any wind shear where there will be all that moisture. So when you don't have any wind shear and you have plenty of moisture, that is basically perfect conditions, along with very warm sea surface temperatures, to form a tropical system. So obviously, anywhere in this general area closer to the Yucatan Peninsula in the Western Caribbean is where we expect the most development out of the next 3 to 5 days. And here are the spaghetti models. As you can see, it is still very, very uncertain at this point whether it's going to be impacting the eastern side of the Gulf of Mexico or the western side of the Gulf of Mexico. Some of the models have it going towards Texas. Some of the models having it going towards Louisiana. Some of them have it going towards Alabama and Georgia. It is still very, very uncertain at this point. However, it is, basically certain that it will be going into the Gulf of Mexico and gaining strength. Where it will be impacting the most, it is still way too early for that. It is still way too early to tell you that. So just keep all updates and announcements on my website at www.liamsweather.org. We are forecasting the system to become at least a tropical storm. Could it become a Category 1, Category 2 hurricane? It's possible. As soon as it can get into those very warm ocean waters and the moisture where the area where the atmosphere is so moist and no wind shear, that is where we think that the system could potentially become stronger. But when it's in that area where it has a lot of wind shear, it really can't develop, and that's where it's going to be in the Caribbean Sea in this tropical storm force range. However, as soon as it gets into the Gulf of Mexico, then some of the models do take and get getting up to Cat 1, Cat 2. However, once again, it is still way too early to know. But then look at this, though. Here's the GFS model. Watch it as it approaches the Yucatan Peninsula. Give it just a second. All right, here it comes right here. Watch the middle bars. As they go lower, that means that the strength is really, really, really going to be increasing. Look at that, 970, 960, 950. A massive hurricane coming right up along the western coast of Louisiana, going all the way up into the state of Arkansas, heading back towards the west a little bit into central Texas, and then finally diminishing out. But this could be a massive coastal threat to eastern Texas, Louisiana, maybe even into Mississippi. All right, watch it again. This system really gets well defined as soon as it approaches the Gulf Coast. And look at that, 930 millibars. We're talking, from my knowledge of what I've seen in the past, a system that has a pressure of around 930, 940. I hate to say this, but we're looking potentially, this system is looking on this model like it could become a Cat 2, Cat 3. Okay? Don't let me scare you by saying that. That's just what the models are saying. Once again, here we go. 982, 970, 960, 950, 940, 930. This could become a major hurricane as it makes landfall along the Gulf Coast. So, let this be said, this is something to keep a very close eye on, especially if you live in eastern Texas, the whole entire coastline of Louisiana, Mississippi, and then also central and southern portions of Iowa, because as soon as it makes landfall, this is not just going to be a coastal threat. This is going to be a threat all the way up into the central and southern plains. And if it does become a named storm, which is very, very likely that it will become a named storm, it'll be Tropical Storm or Hurricane Ida, which is the next name on the list. Now, coming up, all the details you need to know on the upcoming event this Friday. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, so let's now go ahead and talk about the event that is coming up this upcoming Friday, August 27, 2021. I'm going to be hosting a weather trivia night on my YouTube channel and testing you to see how well you know your weather. If y'all don't do good with this, it's going to look really, really, really bad on me, because everything I've taught you about radars, atmospheric moisture, hurricanes, tropical systems, everything is on there. So if y'all get these wrong, that's going to look bad on me. If you get them right, I'll be so, so happy. It's going to be at 6:45 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time this upcoming Friday, August 27, 2021. The topic, as you might have guessed, is weather, of course, and the game platform is going to be Kahoot. I don't know if any of your kids have maybe played this in school. I know for a fact that I have. It's just basically like a online gaming thing that I made, okay? So here are these steps on how to join. Everything is going to be in the description of this video, and also you can go to my website at www.liamsweather.org, and I've listed the steps on there too, and I will also post those steps on my Facebook and Twitter this afternoon. So step 1, how to join. Go to my YouTube channel, scroll down until you see my scheduled live event that is called Liam's Weather Presents Live Weather Trivia, okay? So as soon as you click that, it'll come up with this screen right here below the live stream. Go down where it shows the description, and then you see this little button right here that says show more. As soon as you click that, then it's going to show you the description of my video. And then also, you see this link right here? Click that link that is provided in the description, and then it's going to take you to this screen right here. And as soon as I start the event on my YouTube channel, I'm going to show a pin on the screen, a couple of different numbers that will allow you to join. As soon as you see those numbers, type it into this little area right here, and then you'll be asked to put in your name, and then you'll be good to go, and then I'll be able to see you on your screen. So once again, here are these steps. As soon as you get to my YouTube channel, scroll all the way down until you see the live event. Click that live event, scroll down until you see the description of the video. Click where it says show more to see more of the description. As soon as you see that link in the description, click that link, and then it'll take you to a page that looks like this. And then as soon as I start my live event on this upcoming Friday, I'm going to show a pin on the screen. As soon as you type in that pin, it'll ask you to insert your name. Whatever you want to put is fine, as long as it's not something inappropriate that kids could potentially see. I'll keep it on there. And then as soon as you do that, we will be good to go. Now, please keep in mind that you cannot participate in this event on the device that you're currently watching the event on. For example, if you want to watch it on your iPad or tablet, that's fine. And then you can also play it on your cell phone. For example, I could watch it on my phone and then play it on my computer. Okay, so you cannot play the game while you're watching it. Okay, so for example, this is what I'm going to be showing you on my screen. And then on your phone, this is what is going to be happening, okay? You're going to have 4 answer choices on my screen that you can choose from. And then as soon as you go to your screen, then you can choose one of those answers. So it's going to show you the answer choices on my screen along with the question and also the answers. And then you just click whatever color. So for example, if it had, what hurricane, has winds that are around 74 miles an hour, and let's say red, I'm giving you a hint here, let's say red is 74 miles an hour, which is the lowest wind a Category 1 hurricane can have, then you're going to click that red screen, and then as soon as time's up, it'll tell you whether you're right or wrong, and it'll give you points, and we can see who has the most points out of this event. So once again, this is this Friday. Let me go back to this. This is this upcoming Friday, August 27th, 2021 at 6:45. Go to my YouTube channel, click the live event, go right there to where it says show more, click that link, and then as soon as you click that link, it'll take you right here. And once again, you cannot play on the same device you're watching the event on, okay? So just keep that in mind going into this afternoon and then eventually into Friday. So that is it for the announcement coming up where severe weather is expected over the next couple of days. Alright, so now that we've got the tropical outlook out of the way and also the live event out of the way, let's go ahead and talk about our severe weather outlook as we head into the next couple of days. So as we head into tomorrow, we do have a marginal slight risk of severe weather across portions of northern Nebraska, southern South Dakota, and then also stretching into portions of Iowa. And then last but not least, we also have a very small area there in central and eastern portions of Montana. As far as the risks go, we do once again have a marginal to slight risk on our SPC map. Thankfully, I don't think we'll be seeing any chance as far as a severe thunderstorm or tornadoes go. However, within some of these cells, we could be seeing some damaging wind gusts and possibly some small hail within this system. I don't think we'll see any flooding of tornadoes, considering there's not enough ingredients in the atmosphere to fuel any tornadoes, or I don't think there's going to be that much heavy rain at times. So as far as the risks go, I think it's only going to be damaging wind and large hail that we'll have to be watching very, very closely for, all right? So here's our local area 5-day forecast. Thankfully, there is no rain in our forecast at all. Plenty of sunshine, a mix of sunshine and clouds every single day, with the high temperatures in the afternoon topping out in the low 90s, overnight lows in the low 70s. It will be very, very humid outside. We're probably looking at heat indexes getting closer to 95 or maybe even triple digits. But other than that, there is no rain in the forecast. So if any of you were hoping for a rain day throughout the next couple of days, I'm sorry to let your hopes down, but I don't think that's going to happen. But for all of you who love sunny weather just like I do, it's going to be the greatest 5 days of our life, considering also that we have my live event coming up in just a couple of days too. So that is basically it for this video. Please be sure you are subscribed to my YouTube channel. You make sure you head to my website above at www.liamsweather.org. Here's my social media. Let me step out of the way for you. I'm at Twitter at liamsweather621. I'm also on Instagram at liamsweather. And then last but not least, you can follow me on Facebook at Liam Kenny. And last but not least, once again, I'll be posting the links to my live event on my Facebook and also on my Twitter accounts in case you missed my, in case you don't know how to get to the live stream from my YouTube channel, alright? So that is it for today. Thank you all so much for watching and have a great rest of your Wednesday.